He's the third overall scorer on the team this season, 9.9 points per game, but he is averaging 12.2 during A10 play and 43% from three-point range during conference play. Roberts Blooms continues to be the leading scorer on the year, 11.5 points per game overall. He had 15 against the Ramblers and shot 6 of 9 in that game at Gentile Arena. He's averaging, though, 13.4 points per game in conference play and 44% from three-point range. He's made 28 threes in conference play at a 44% clip. So, again, they are a pretty sharp shooting team. The Ramblers, they need to contest and obviously can't give up a ton of open looks. In looking at, Sean Logan is someone that we've talked about before. He's still dealing a little banged up. He's been on the injury report, but is playing today, just not in the starting lineup. And then Ian Plateo, 7-foot freshman. He's been playing now 15 minutes a game starting. He'll be starting his 17th game of the year. See if the Ramblers can take advantage of that matchup down low with Miles Rubin, who the first time around against Davidson only had 4 points, but he was 2 of 10 from the field. And that's, again, eavesdropping on Drew Valentine earlier today with the TV crew. That's just unlikely to happen again, right? If he gets certainly if he gets as good a looks as he normally does.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think and Miles done a good job of typically bouncing back after games where he didn't shoot the ball particularly well. I mean, I know we talked about in the St. Joe's game going up against Big Justice. I mean, he's kind of struggled. Similar shooting numbers there. Bounced back the next game, had a pretty efficient night. And so, understanding that. Yeah, Davidson, I mean, they're a little thin in the front court. They're going to play some inexperienced guys. It would make sense for us to go right back at Miles. But then also, I would challenge some of our guards. I mean, I know we really like the pull-up jump shots in mid-range area. I know the analytics nerds will tell you it's a terrible shot. I mean, I kind of disagree with that. But I think there's going to be some opportunities to really get all the way to the rim, especially early on, to try to gauge how the refs are calling the game and try to put some pressure on them to call some early fouls.
Tonight's post-game comments with head coach Drew Valentine will be brought to you by Loyola alumnus Dave Kupiec of the law firm of Kupiec and Martin. They specialize in state and local income, franchise, and sales tax matters. Contact them at 312-632-1022 or go to kupiecandmartin.com. And mention that Kamani Winsu will not be playing again today for the third straight time. Justin Moore is suited up and will be in the starting lineup, even though listed as questionable for the second consecutive game. And it sounds like Cade Dotson is getting even healthier and healthier. He's going to play in his fourth game back, but again, Drew Valentine saying earlier that it's he's feeling a lot better progressively as these days go, and so hopefully we'll see a good performance from him today. All right, time is winding down here before the national anthem and the starting lineup. In this one, of course, the Ramblers the last 2 years have come to Belk Arena and have picked up a win. Outside of St. Louis and St. Joseph's, this is the only other place that the Ramblers have visited all 4 years since joining the league. Year 1 didn't go too well. Years 2 and 3 were victories. Year 4 is in a spot where Loyola desperately needs another win. All right, we'll step aside for the national anthem and come back and get you the starting lineups for this game today. The Ramblers and the Wildcats coming up next here on the Ramblers Sports Network from Learfield.
With a good retirement strategy, nothing is out of bounds. But without one, you risk penalties you didn't see coming. Join us live online for Retirement Planning University. It's interactive, instructor-led, and covers what you need to know when it comes to retirement planning, taxes, income strategies, common mistakes, and more. All from the comfort of home at no cost. Reserve your seat at helpingamericaretire.com. That's helpingamericaretire.com. Retirement Planning University is a nonprofit and an accredited university. Loyola University is not a client. See website for disclosures. Go Ramblers!
Cam Crowley here to tell fans about my friends at TicketEstore.com, a longtime sponsor of Loyola Athletics. This alumni-owned company bleeds maroon and gold. They've been around before the Final Four, and they get the 63 chant, the game day scarves, and the roar of a sold-out Gentile Arena. Whether you're looking for Ramblers tickets or any other sporting events, they've got you covered without the sticker shock at checkout. Let's go Ramblers.
On the Ramblers Sports Network from Learfield.
Hunter shoots. He off the rim. Rouse gets the score. It's all
This is Loyola basketball.
Chicago, for the second year in a row, your Loyola Ramblers are Missouri Valley Conference tournament champions. And in the process, they have earned an automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. Sister Jean, dust off those dancing shoes. Here we go again.
Moore gets in the lane, step back from the A10 logo.
Justin.
Move it. He spins by Joseph. Goes to the hoop. Thunder finish with the left hand. Now to Watson for a left side three. Yeah. Drives again against Avila. Finds a cutter. Cavani with the two-hand slam. The Loyola Ramblers, as they earn themselves the A10 regular season championship.
Amen. God bless you. Go Ramblers.
It's time to turn up for tip-off. Let's go courtside with the call of the game. Here's Scott Sudikoff and former Rambler forward Christian Thomas.
The national anthem is complete here inside Belk Arena. And we are a couple of minutes away from this one getting underway between the Ramblers and the Wildcats. Tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Loyola Medicine, the official health system and sports medicine sponsor of Loyola Athletics. Loyola Medicine has nationally recognized experts providing personalized, compassionate care. Learn more at loyolamedicine.org. Here's the starting lineup for Davidson. They come in 13-9 overall, 5-5 at A10 play, 7-6 here at home. 6'6", 230-pound junior Josh Scovins. He's from Greensboro, North Carolina, the transfer from Army, where he was a second-team All-Patriot League player last year. He started every game for the Wildcats this season, 10.7 points per game, the second leading scorer on the team. On Tuesday, he had 17 points, 10 rebounds, 7 of 10 from the field in 28 minutes in that 9-point loss against St. Louis. Parker Fredrickson, 6'4", 185 junior from Bixby, Oklahoma, played his last two seasons at Wake Forest. Mentioned he's the third scorer on the team for the year, but in conference play, 12.2 points per game, and of course had his career day against the Ramblers, 27 points, and made 6 of 8 three-pointers back in January. Devin Brown, the freshman, 6'6", 210 from Lewis Center, Ohio, will make his 17th start of the season. He's scoring 6.5 points per game, shooting 38% from the field, 29% from three. He did have a 13-point, 4 of 9 shooting game against St. Louis on Tuesday. Then there is Sam Brown. He's starting for the 21st time this season, 6'3", 185-pound junior from Marion Station, Pennsylvania, out of Lower Marion High School. He's a transfer from Penn, where he was a second-team All-Ivy League player last year. He's averaging 9 points a game, 37% from the field, 31% from three-point range. And then the center is Ian Plateo, 7 feet, 230-pound from Barcelona. And he is starting for the 17th time this season. 4 points, a little under 4 rebounds a game, 45% from the field. He played 11 minutes in the game against St. Louis in a starting role, had just 2 points and 3 rebounds. Matt McKillop is in his 4th year as a Davidson head coach with a record of 61-58. That's a .513 winning percentage. And now for Loyola, a starting lineup that the Ramblers have settled into now for a third consecutive game, once again with the absence of Kamani Winsu. Justin Moore, his 4th game back in the lineup, his first double-figure game since being back on Tuesday with 12 points in 24 minutes, shot 4 of 7, had a couple of assists in the game. He's still ranked 6th in the Atlantic 10 in assists per game, 11.8 points per game overall on the year. Joshua Ola Joseph coming off his 16 points, 5 of 8 performance against LaSalle. Mentioned in conference play, he's making now his 8th start, scoring 10.4 points per game, 45% from the field, and 5 rebounds per contest in league action. Cade Dotson makes his 4th start in as many games since being back in the lineup. Double figures against LaSalle with 11 points, had 4 rebounds and 2 assists as well. And looking to see if that continues here today. Xavier Amos makes his 10th start of the season, 10 points against LaSalle, his 6th game out of 10 that he's scored in double figures. He's scoring 11.6 points per game, shooting 40% from the field. And then Miles Rubin, the 4th best rebounder in the A10, the 16th best shot blocker, 2.33 per game in the country. Just the 2 points, but had 11 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 blocks against LaSalle. The first time around against Davidson, he struggled 2 of 10 from the field, but did have 7 rebounds, a couple of blocks, and a couple of steals. Of course, a couple of games removed from tying his career high 21 points in the game at VCU. Drew Valentine, 1 win away from 90, 89-69, the record, a .563 winning percentage with a backcourt of Moore and Dotson, Ola Joseph and Amos, the forwards, and Rubin, the man in the middle. And the man to my right, CT now with the keys to the game here for the Ramblers.
So, I think we have to be more efficient with our with our shooting. I think some of that's going to be our shot selection. I know we get a little trigger happy at times, and Drew allows our guys to play with a ton of freedom, which is great. But I think we have to be a little bit understand time and score and understand the flow of the game. If you're if you're on the wrong end of a run at some point, which is inevitable, it's probably not the time to yank a quick three. Just work some offense, try to get something inside out. And then after that, we just got to defend. I don't think these Davidson guards are anything that we haven't seen before. I don't think they have, we're not talking about a ton of athleticism or anything like that we have to be aware of. I think they're going to be very tactful with some of their sets, running some of their precision, but you just got to rely on your scouting and understand who it is that you're closing out to and finding guys in transition, especially Fredrickson. If I had 27 points against a team, you better believe the second time around I'm going to try to take it to him again.
Especially shooting at 6 of 8 of 11 overall and 6 of 8 from 3, and he made all 5 of the free throws he took. So he had a near perfect outing that first time around at Gentile Arena. Ramblers will be in the road maroon, left to right here in the first half. Davidson in the home white. They'll go right to left, as we have the same view as those of you who may be syncing up with the CBS broadcast. Crowd filing in still. 6 o'clock start on a Friday. It's certainly not ideal to pack it with I'd say non-student fans to come in. Of course, if you're a student, it shouldn't be too hard to get here at 6 o'clock on a Friday. And they are filled in behind the hoop to our left a little bit. And just waiting for the signal from TV. They got through the lineups very early. It's waiting here now for about 3 minutes. And so, see how Scovins and Ola Joseph match up today. If they do match up, let's say, defensively. Scovins 6'6", 230. Ola Joseph 6'7", 215. Scovins coming off a double-double Tuesday against St. Louis. All right, getting set to jump it up here between Rubin and Plateo. And this one is underway. Back to Justin Moore, and the Ramblers have the opening possession of the ball game. Moore didn't play here at Davidson, of course, last year when he was out with a torn ACL. Didn't play against Davidson earlier this season, so he gets to play against Davidson for the first time. Cade Dotson up top, push pass left for Amos. Now back for Dotson deep right. Ola Joseph on the wing, now for Rubin. Ball not hitting the floor. Now it does. Rubin handoff to Moore. Turns the corner, zips a pass to the weak side. Amos a 3, in and out. And the rebound by Sam Brown. You shook your head, though. That was a good offensive set.
Yep, great set. Got ball moving side to side. Got a good open opportunity.
Plateo, top of the key. Steps back into Ola Joseph, who is chasing around Devin Brown. Now Brown off a curl. Bounce pass to Plateo. Down low, right block. Spins to the front of the rim. He'll find Fredrickson in the corner. He'll drive to the paint. Skip pass. Fumbled by Devin Brown on the right side. Ramblers able to get around, but now Fredrickson is open. Will miss a 3 short, and Rubin gets the rebound in front of Plateo. Loyola played pretty good defense that most of that possession. Fredrickson got open at the end, but missed it short. Rubin, top of the nail. The left-hand dribble. Still with it now. Looks back to his right. Dotson comes around for it, fumbles it, picks it back up, and then loses it out of bounds.
Yeah, Cade's having a rough start right now. So Fredrickson got open on that because both him and Xavier Amos ran to the same guy during a scramble situation, which can't happen. Somebody just has to yell out ball, 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 and then you play off of that.
Well, Daniil Glasgow, off a great performance, is into the game early for Xavier Amos, played a career-high 23 minutes against LaSalle, 6.6 rebounds, 2 steals. Scovins on the right wing, hands it off. Fredrickson Right elbow, right free throw line extended. Now enters it down low. Scovins spins into a double team, able to slip through and put a finger roll over the front of the rim and in. 2-0 Davidson. Moore into the front court to the left side. Gets it to Glasgow. Glasgow right to Ola Joseph. Now Rubin, top of the key. Moore comes to get it. Behind Rubin. Fredrickson switches back on to Moore. Ola Joseph now catches left corner. Rubin trying to get position against the bigger Plateo. Not able to. Now on the right wing, Moore. Rubin comes over there to set a screen. They double. They'll throw it up to Glasgow. 5 to shoot. Glasgow drives right, spins, kicks out. Ola Joseph launches with 2 on the shot clock. Off the right side of the iron, no good. And the rebound for Davidson up the right side. A pass goes to Sam Brown. 2-0 Davidson. 2 minutes and 20 seconds in. Now Devin Brown, a left side three is good.
Just Daniil, no closeout on that. You got to get a high hand on the shooter.
5-0 start for Davidson. 2.5 minutes in. Glasgow on the right wing. Push pass to Ola Joseph deep left. Now Rubin out front. Dotson comes to get it. 12 to shoot. Ola Joseph. Rubin, top of the key. Now it's 7. Shot clock winding down again. He's going to go against Plateo. Rolling left. Banks it in. First basket of the game goes to Miles Rubin. 5-2 Davidson. Fredrickson pulls up top of the key. Push pass left wing for Sam Brown. Now up top, Fredrickson between the rings. It'll hand off with Scovins. Gets it back. Fredrickson runs into Rubin. 17 feet from the basket. Passes it to Devin Brown. Devin Brown into the paint to Plateo. Then to Scovins, who scores. 7-2 Davidson. 16:35 first half. Have not had a whistle other than the Dotson turnover. Rubin up top. Glasgow gets open on the wing. Rubin sets a screen. Throws a blind pass to Miles, who makes a tough catch. Finds Dotson. Drives down the left baseline to the hoop and gets fouled. Well, Glasgow made the pass when Rubin wasn't ready for it yet, but Rubin rolling to the hoop, found it, and then quickly located Dotson in the corner, who drove down the baseline and will have 2 free throws.
Yeah, I mean, I think Daniil made the right read because, I mean, they're really blitzing our ball screens. So that short roll for that quick pass is going to be open. I just don't I think Miles, I mean, obviously bailed him out right there. And then on this drive, we talked about how our guards need to get something going towards the basket early on just to try to see how the game's going to be called and put some pressure on the refs to make a call. And I think I love what Cade did right there.
Dotson at the line where he's 77% on the season. Knocks down the first. 7-3. Alex Richardson, Daryl Tavares come on. Rubin and Moore go out. 16:18 to go in the first half. 7-3 Davidson. 2 for 2 for Cade. 7-4. Almost 4 minutes gone by. Into the front court comes Sam Brown, watched by Tavares. He'll dribble to the right sideline. Pass there for Fredrickson. Dotson against him. Logan into the game, catches out front. Now gives the ball to Devin Brown. He curls into the paint at the A10 logo, kicks it out left side. Sam Brown for 3, short. Glasgow gets the rebound. Dotson over the timeline left side. Richardson there setting a screen, but he'll pass to Glasgow instead out front. Now Ola Joseph return to Danny. Top of the nail, swings it back for Ola Joseph, steps into the 3, misses it. He was following up the shot. He would have had a good chance for an offensive rebound, but it went up over the backboard and out of bounds, and that'll bring us to a timeout. We've got 15:44 remaining in the first half. Davidson is off to a 3 of 5 shooting game. Loyola is 1 of 3, or now 1 of 4 to start the game. And we got a timeout on the floor with the score: Davidson 7, Loyola 4. This is Rambler basketball from Learfield.
Caputo Cheese specializes in the manufacturing and processing of fine Italian-type cheeses, including Parmesan, Romano, and fresh mozzarella. They're best known among chefs for their award-winning burrata and ricotta cheeses. Whether you need a traditional Parmigiano Reggiano or a customized solution, Caputo Cheese delivers quality and consistency that only high standards and family pride can produce. Visit them at CaputoCheese.com and follow them at Caputo Cheese.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on being the best at one thing and getting it right every time. Which is why every chicken finger meal we serve is marinated, hand-battered, cooked to order, and made just for you. quality isn't complicated, and our menu is proof.
Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Hey, Rambler fans, want to make a year-round impact on Loyola athletics? You can by supporting the Loyola Athletic Fund or the team that means the most to you. Every gift, no matter the size, helps our student-athletes pursue excellence in competition, in the classroom, and in the community. Visit LoyolaRamblers.com and click on the Support tab to make your gift today. Invest in leaders. Invest in champions, on and off the court. Thank you for everything you do for your Ramblers.
The Bud Light Loft in Gentile Arena provides a fantastic sideline view of the court. It also offers plenty of exciting amenities, including all-inclusive food and beverage service with an elevated game day tailgate, menu, and a reserved countertop seat with access to high-top tables. If you're interested in season, group, or single-game tickets in the Bud Light Loft, then visit RamblerTickets.com or call 773-508-WOLF. Davidson 7, Loyola 4, 15:44 to go in the first half. It'll be Wildcat basketball. Ramblers are 1 of 4 from the field. All 3 shots they have missed have been 3-pointers. So the opening offensive possession was a good one. I feel like every possession since has not been that great. Miles did bail out the Ramblers on one, actually twice, you can argue. Miles bailed them out, and he got 4 points in the end on the scoreboard.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's definitely been some broken offensive sets. I mean, I think Xavier Amos got a good 3. He was an opportunity just to step into it. I mean, we got good ball movement on that very first possession. No issues with that 3-point attempt. I mean, JOJ, his 2, I mean, I think those are a little bit rushed. I mean, he's shooting contested 3s. I mean, I would like to see him try to put some pressure on these Davidson players a little bit, especially early on. Maybe drive to the basket, particularly driving baseline from the wing, and then that's going to set up kind of his little Nova action. And then from there, he can kind of he can post up and try to get an angle for a scoring opportunity.
Sam Brown into the front court here for the Wildcats, sideline left. Devin Brown being denied the ball by Glasgow. Sam Brown still takes it down low left block against Tavares. Now gives to Scovins. Scovins, as Tavares switched on him into the paint, puts up a right-hand hook and scores. 6 points for Scovins, 9-4 Davidson. Amos back into the game. Gives it over to Glasgow on the left wing. Now Dotson catches out front. Richardson sets the screen. He flashes to the free throw line. He'll pass to the corner. Glasgow sets the feet, shoots the 3. Too strong. Follows up his own shot. Got the rebound. Glasgow again out of the corner will drive across the paint. Pass it out to Amos, who's wide open for a right side 3. That's short. Richardson, though, had the rebound.
Alex. And then
they're calling for a foul.
Come on, man. Alex, you got that ball in your hands against a smaller guard. You got to secure that.
Richardson had his best scoring game against Davidson. 10 points in 12 minutes with 5 rebounds. And at the end of that game is when he rolled his ankle. 9-4 Davidson. 14:45 to go in the first half. And their leading scorer, Roberts Blooms, has now come into the game.
Batman mask.
High-low, Logan to Scovins, and he scores.
Yeah, right now, I mean, he's just too physical for us. Our guys got to be able to, we got to do something with him.
He's got 8, and it's 11-4 Davidson. Tavares in the right corner, passes it to Richardson. Out beyond the 3-point line, handoff Dotson. Dotson reverses it for Amos. Amos spins into the paint, fakes the pass, hangs in the air.
That is a terrible shot.
Yeah, really, really tough shot. Barely grazes the glass. Here comes Davidson the other way. Scovins kicks it. Blooms 3.
Drew.
And
Drew,
14-4.
Let's get a timeout.
So Blooms, his first shot. And Davidson's got a 10-point lead. And it'll be a 30-second timeout with 14:04 to go in the first half. And so we will keep it here. And that was ends up being basically not a fast break bucket, but is some transition because you had the badly missed shot, and Davidson easily had the rebound and releases on it, and you end up getting an open 3 out of it for Blooms, and that's what happened a ton the first time around between these two teams.
Yeah, I mean, and it starts with with bad shot selection. So I mean, Xavier, like, you guys are just going off on their own. I can guarantee you that was not something that was in the game plan where we're going to say, hey, X, look off of one more, break off the offense, go into the lane, spin, and then just shoot a fadeaway jump shot like you're like your Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan. Like that was just bad.
So the Ramblers now out of this timeout will have the lineup of Moore, Tavares, Anderson, Ola Joseph, and Rubin. With a 7-0 run from the Wildcats. We have 14-4 with 14:04 to go in the first half. Moore into the front court, left side with it. He'll pass it to Tavares, back to Moore. Moore with Rubin, passes to Miles. Miles into the lane, into Scovins, and he traveled.
He did.
And so that'll be the second turnover. Justin Moore will guard the ball in the backcourt. Fredrickson gets it across the timeline. Pass here left side, Blooms, guarded by Tavares. Now Scovins against Ola Joseph, and he got by Ola Joseph, makes a pass to Logan, and Logan has to give it back out to Scovins in the lane, puts up a hook shot, and Josh Scovins has 10 points already.
And all in the paint, too.
All in the paint, and he gave up a layup to pass it to Logan a moment ago and then got it back. Moore to Anderson. Anderson drives from the left wing, and then a contact got fouled. He got tripped up as he then went into Logan, so the foul should be before the contact with Logan. Yeah, and it's on Devin Brown, and Nick will shoot 2. Or they're going to say it's on the floor. Oh, they actually called a foul on Logan. That's interesting. There we go. So his first. So each big man for them has a foul. I mean, Nick was stumbling and then stumbled into Logan, but. So Anderson will shoot a pair. 67% at the free throw line. Rattles in the first. For Davidson, J.Q. Roberts has come in for Logan, so they go a little bit smaller now. And Scovins is out of the lineup for the first time. Anderson bounces out the second free throw, and the rebound by Devin Brown. 16-5 Davidson. Fredrickson into the front court. Caught by Brown. Roberts sets the screen. Devin Brown, top of the key. Moore staying with him. Now off of Roberts' screen, they able to fight through. No switch. Fredrickson from the right corner down the baseline. Tiptoes his way all the way to the opposite corner. Blooms now with 3 to shoot. Drives in the lane, puts up a floater and scores. And he made that drive about 4 on the shot clock from the 3-point line. 18-5. Moore catches, drives the lane, opens wide open for him, and he scores. So Justin Moore with the bucket, even though the PA guy said it was Nick. And then Parker Fredrickson knocks down a 3 the opposite way, 21-7. That's the one of those quick shots that they were able to get a ton of the first time around. Rubin at the top. Tavares comes to get it. As Fredrickson on him, Rubin sets the screen. Tavares lofts a pass over to Anderson and
stepped out of bounds.
Yep, had his heel on the sideline in front of the Davidson bench. And we're going to get a timeout. That'll be the third Loyola turnover. Davidson does not have a turnover yet. 11:58 to go here in the first half. Davidson shooting 82%. They're 9 of 11 to start the game. 3 of 5 from 3. The Ramblers are 2 of 8 with their 3 turnovers. Again, 11:58 to go in the first half. It's Davidson 21, Loyola 7. This is Rambler basketball from Learfield.
Your Loyola experience doesn't end at graduation. Whether you're looking to connect with fellow Ramblers or mentor today's students, Alumni Relations offers a variety of ways for you to stay engaged with Loyola. Throughout Chicago and across the globe, stay up to date with alumni stories and be part of a community that's changing the world. For upcoming alumni events and ways to get involved, visit luc.edu/alumni and follow us on Facebook and TikTok at LUC Alumni and on Instagram and X at Loyola_alumni.
This is Rambler men's basketball player Nick Anderson on behalf of Center Construction Group.
They are Chicago's hometown team, specializing in building spaces that inspire. From modern offices to vibrant restaurants, Center Construction Group handles every detail with precision, creativity, and a commitment to excellence. Center Construction Group's talented team is committed to building more than spaces. They are committed to delivering stunning results and building lasting relationships. Learn more at centerconstructiongroup.com. Center Construction Group, built better.
Loyola Medicine, the official health system and sports medicine sponsor of Loyola Athletics, provides life-saving care. Loyola Medicine's top-rated doctors diagnose, treat, and manage both common conditions and complex diseases. Visit loyolamedicine.org/schedule now to make your appointment today. And Rambler fans, make plans for your next trip to Gentile Arena by visiting RamblerTickets.com, your official source for Loyola Athletics tickets. Men's basketball seats start at only $15 per game. Visit RamblerTickets.com or call 773-508-WOLF. Loyola women's basketball will be inside Gentile Arena tomorrow afternoon, 2 o'clock tip against VCU. Ramblers, the women, coming in off their 5th consecutive win, now 7-4 in A10 play, and stand in 4th place in the A10 standings. And they'll look to get that 6th consecutive win tomorrow. Here at Belk Arena in Davidson, it's 11:58 to go in the first half. It's the Wildcats 21 and the Ramblers 7. And it's 82% shooting for Davidson, 9 of 11. And they've gotten 12 of their 21 points in the paint, and then the other 9 points have come off three-pointers. So 12 points in the paint and 9 points from the three-point line. It's been a Josh Scovin show overall. He remains out of the game here as Davidson has the basketball out of the timeout. Sam Brown on the left wing off the JQ Roberts screen. Rubin switches out on to Brown. He passes to Blooms, guarded by Glasgow. 14 to shoot. Push pass left to Brown. Now Roberts left baseline. Blooms trying to get free. Now Roberts will go to work against Rubin, who pokes it away. Roberts gets it back, ducks the shoulder, spins.
Get that out of here.
Blocked out of the point of
the shot clock violation going down. That's a great sequence right there.
Barely off his fingertips, and Rubin, and it goes out of bounds, ends up being a shot clock violation.
But even before that, I mean, you see how we're rotating, switching, and just have active hands? I mean, that's the way we need to play all the time. It can't just be one possession out of every 5 or 6.
Dotson, Moore, Glasgow, Ola Joseph, and Rubin, the 5 on the floor. Rubin up top, hands off Moore. Moore returns it on a bounce, try to pocket pass, bounce to Rubin, and it got stolen. Blooms passes the ball in the corner to Hunter Adam. Now comes up top Sam Brown, kicks it out Fredrickson for a left side 3. And that's now 7 points off of turnovers for Davidson. 24-7. And Rubin had his arm up near the neck of Roberts, it looked like from my vantage point, but the official standing right there saying it's a foul on JQ Roberts. And I guess he was grabbing Miles first, and Miles is just trying to get his arm free.
Zone 1-3-1.
Dotson on the left. And now Rubin is called for a foul down low, jockeying with Hunter Adam. So that goes as a 5th turnover for the Ramblers. Blooms. Guarded by Glasgow. Drives left to the mid-block. Now across the paint. Roberts try to bounce pass to Fredrickson in the lane.
And both guys, that's just bad.
Wide open 3.
Just leaving the ball.
Fredrickson fumbled the ball, cutting through, and he ended up guiding the ball into the corner, and both defenders left him. And he hits another 3. Parker Fredrickson is now 9 of 12 shooting threes against Loyola this season. Rubin spinning left, driving, scoring, and got fouled by Roberts to make it 27-9. And Roberts will pick up his 2nd foul.
Get Caleb Reese, actually, get somebody that's going to play defense.
He's going to come in for Dotson. Moore's going out as well. Reese didn't play in the LaSalle game. Last time he saw the extended minutes was the Duquesne game. Rubin trying to finish off a three-point play, and he does. 5 points for Miles. So he already has more points than he did the first time around against Davidson, but he has 5 of Loyola's 10, and it's 27-10. 9:53 to go in the first half. Sam Brown off a Plateo screen. Reese stays with him. It's a zone here. Fredrickson missing a right side three. There was a little bit more defense that time. And Richardson the rebound. Reese takes it ahead. Caleb bounce pass to Richardson down the right lane line. Spins to the front of the rim. Up with the left hand. No good. Long rebound. Didn't touch the rim. Comes out to Tavares. And the Ramblers get another look at it. Richardson, 10 to shoot. Looking to pass to somebody. Reese, 8 to shoot. Now to Tavares with 6. He eyes the rim. He's in the corner down the baseline with 3. Finds Ola Joseph in the lane. Puts it up at the buzzer. No. Richardson
Alex, come on, bro.
Had it, lost it. Loose ball to the floor. Davidson gets control. Long diagonal pass ahead to Blooms on the right wing. Gets it back from Plateo now. Behind the Plateo screen, Reese races back to get in front of Blooms. Down low, and will score off the window, though. 29-10. Reese over to Ola Joseph. And now Richardson. Hands off Caleb. Will drive left. Gets the 15 feet. Pass to Richardson. Deflected. He got it back, though. Tavares. They flash a double on him. Swung around Ola Joseph to Glasgow. Quick trigger three, and he knocks it down from the right side. 29-13. 8:23 to go in the first half. A little more energy from this group. Plateo now beyond the three-point line, baseline cut.
JOJ lost again. Man.
Hunter Adam lay-in. 31-13. 8:05 to go here in the first half. These fans are excited, but they had a big lead against St. Louis. Reese from the right baseline finds a diagonal cut from Daniil Glasgow, who dunks it with 2 hands. So 5 straight points for Danny, 31-15. Oh, another open three. Blooms left side.
Yep, another blown coverage by JOJ.
And Roberts Blooms has played like 3 minutes off the bench, and he's got 10 points. All right, he's played 7. 34-15. Richardson across the top of the key with it. Looking. Tavares to his left. Ola Joseph left baseline against Hunter Adam. 1-on-1. Fakes baseline, spins to his right, puts it up, no good. Rebound Plateo. Davidson's missed 4 shots. Loyola's only made 5. Blooms, three-pointer, short. Rebound, Ola Joseph out at the top of the key. Reese across half court with it. Reese got a step, and he got grabbed by Sam Brown. And that'll be a foul on Sam Brown. Be the 5th on the team. And we got a timeout on the floor with 6:53 left to go in the first half. Davidson shooting 78%, while Loyola's shooting 36%. And that leads to a score of Davidson 34, Loyola 15. This is Rambler basketball from Learfield.
Tired of the daily maintenance of getting rid of unwanted hair? Still shaving the patches of hair left behind by laser hair removal? Ready to throw away your tweezer and have your eyebrows shaped permanently? Electrolysis is the only method recognized by the FDA as permanent hair removal. Call or text 224-730-4919 to schedule your free 45-minute consultation and sampling. Day, evening, and weekend hours available. Offices in Skokie and Lincoln Park. Visit electrolysisforyou.com for more information. Go Ramblers!
This is Rambler softball player Liz Sudeikis on behalf of Midway Restoration Services, the presenting sponsor of Rambler softball. They're a family-owned business who have been serving all of Chicagoland for more than 35 years. They provide emergency restoration services for a variety of emergency situations, including water damage, fire, mold, and biohazards. Midway Restoration Services is the one call you need to make to help manage the cleanup and restoration for your home or business. Call them 24/7, 365 at 312-226-1101 or or visit them at midwayrestoration.com.
Team Impact is a therapeutic 2-year program that matches children facing serious illness and disabilities with college sports teams, creating a long-term, life-changing experience for everyone involved. Loyola Medicine sponsors the Ramblers' relationship with Team Impact, which currently includes 2 active matches and 10 matches all time. Team Impact getting all kids in the game, all in, all together. And if you're looking for hard-to-get tickets with a money-back guarantee, then visit TicketEastore.com. TicketEastore.com. Great seats, great prices, and a great supporter of Loyola Athletics. That's TicketEastore.com, the official alumni-owned ticketing sponsor of Loyola Athletics. Well, we've got 6:53 to go here in the first half. Davidson has had a lead by as many as 20. They're up by 19 right now, 34-15. And Ramblers, a severe lack of defense and a lack of offensive execution as well, and that's a recipe for disaster, and that's why it's a 19-point game right now.
Yeah, I mean, we look all out of sorts on offense. I mean, we're still shooting about 36%, but if you're going to let another team shoot 74%, we're just not going to beat them.
5 turnovers for the Ramblers. Davidson has 1.
Another zone, 1-3-1 zone again.
Moore, Dotson back in. Amos, Rubin, and Anderson. Long pass over to Anderson, the left corner in the zone. He makes the 3. That was a pass from about midway between the 3-point line and half-court diagonal to the corner to Anderson. So 34-18 off the Anderson 3. Scovins is back in, guarded by Rubin, driving right down the lane line. Forces one up with the left hand and still gets the bounce. And I mean, the defense was much better there.
Yeah.
But Scovins is 6 of 6 from the field. 36-18. Rubin hands off Moore. Moore went off of his foot. Davidson ball. .603 to go in the first half, 36-18. Koval into the game, enters it down low, Scovins. Yep, they do, but open dunk for Sean Logan. Scovins, I think Scovins knew it was coming before it got there, and he was ready to make that pass. 38-18. Dotson, he's driving left underneath the hoop, finds Moore. Amos, now Anderson topside. He'll drive to the rim, challenge, and draws a second foul on Sean Logan.
Yeah.
Well, Anderson, for some reason, against his first real big game, and now this game so far, he feels good against Davidson when he's out there. He's got 4 points, and we'll have 2 free throws here. He had 1 of 2 at the line earlier. Knocked down a 3-pointer as well just a few moments ago. Swishes the first. So he's tied for the team high in points with Miles. Each have 5. So Logan goes out with the 2 fouls. Plateo returns for the Wildcats. Anderson's second shot, also good. Anderson now a team high 6 points, 38-20. Koval and Plateo, they pass and hand off. Koval now passes right side, Blooms. Got open, shoots the 3.
Yeah.
Makes another 3. They're 7 of 11 from downtown, 17 of 22 overall. Rubin hands off Anderson on the right side. Now Dotson deep right. Amos catches out front, long 3. That's nice. Good. His first bucket, 41-23. So Loyola's starting to find their offense. Just Davidson has not begun to lose theirs. Blooms on the left wing, up top. Plateo over the top looking for Scovins. Bad pass. Scovins takes a tough fall as well, but that was just off of the fingertips of Scovins, who may have got slightly undercut as he went up in the air for the ball. The pass, though, was not a good one. Put him in a bad spot. As Davidson's second turnover, 4:50 to go here in the first half, 41-23 Wildcats. Rubin up top. Bouncing, hands off to Moore. Swings it to Dotson. He moves to the right. Now Rubin, top of the nail, 11 to shoot. Coming again is Anderson. Anderson reverses it. Amos drives from the top, gets towards the hoop, and a nice floater is in. Back-to-back buckets for X. Quick 5 for him, 41-25. Bloom swings it to Koval. Now Devin Brown, sideline left with Anderson on him. Pair of freshmen. Brown down low, Plateo, and he got free away from Rubin, and Moore slid over to try to help, but not much he can do against the 7-footer. And it's 43-25. Dotson. And Rubin on the right side. Rubin dribbles across the top of the key. Anderson trying to get free on the baseline. Moore takes a handoff instead. Rubin sets the screen. Moore turns the corner to the left. Leaves it off for Miles at the rim, and he got
pushed in the back.
They called it afterwards. Miles, instead of going for a dunk, went for a lay-in and missed it. And so there was Koval behind him, just put a hand in the small of his back. And Miles will get 2 free throws when we come back here. 3:34 to go in the first half. And Davidson still scorching the nets at 78% and 7 of 11 from 3. That being said, Loyola, they're up to 47% from the field, but right now just trading buckets won't do it. Davidson 43, Loyola 25. This is Rambler basketball from Learfield.
The Sister Jean Legacy Collection has arrived, offering fans a meaningful way to honor her remarkable life and enduring spirit. Visit the Loyola bookstore or stop by the Rambler team shop during men's basketball games to shop the collection in person. You'll find apparel, gifts, and exclusive designs created to celebrate Sister Jean's legacy. To view the full line anytime, go to LoyolaRamblers.com and select the Sister Jean tab. Celebrate a Loyola legend with the Sister Jean Legacy Collection.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup for the top college athletic programs for the 2025-26 college athletic season? Check out the criteria and follow the year-long standings of your favorite team at L Directors Cup on the X platform or online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2026 to the winning institutions in all college sports divisions. The Learfield Directors Cup, powered by NACDA, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
From jerseys to hats and more fan favorites, find everything you need to gear up for game day at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. And celebrate the life and enduring spirit of Sister Jean with the new Sister Jean Legacy Collection, available now at the Loyola Bookstore and the Rambler Team Shop during men's basketball games. You can also explore the full collection online at LoyolaRamblers.com. Just click on the Sister Jean tab. We have 3:34 left to go in the first half. Miles Rubin about to shoot 2 free throws for Loyola. Ramblers trail 43-25. Davidson has 22 points in the paint, and their other 21 points to come off the three-point shot, where they are 7 of 11. They're 18 of 23 overall. They ended up shooting 44% in the game against St. Louis, but the Billikens shot 51%. And, of course, Davidson at one point in that game, late in the first half, led 46-33, somewhere around that range against St. Louis. Right now have a 43-25 lead on Loyola with 3:34 left to go. Things looking better offensively, but defensively maybe a shade better, a tad better here and there. But unfortunately now Davidson, they're just in a groove.
Yeah, haven't gotten much resistance. I mean, Josh Scopin's just having his way around us in the paint. I mean, we've tried to make some adjustments, put Miles on him, but unfortunately, I think that's kind of slowed him down a little bit, but we just haven't been able to do anything with some of these other guys, and it's just really...
Miles too strong on the first free throw.
Just unfortunate.
Scovins and Blooms have combined for 25 of Davidson's 43, so they have 25. Loyola has 25 as a team. Rubin goes 0 for 2, and the rebound by Sam Brown for the Wildcats. So what could have been a lay-in, Rubin at the rim got fouled and ends up missing both free throws. Brown guarded by Glasgow. Now in the left corner, Scovins. Doesn't go into Rubin. Gives it back to Brown. Brown pulls up left baseline, hits it. 3:08 to go, 45-25. Moore, top Glasgow, fires it to Rubin at the rim. Great pass by Daniil. And Rubin, the dunk.
Daniil's always, well, for the most part, he's been really solid his last 2 outings. I mean, I really like what we're seeing from him.
45-27. Right corner, Scovins takes a 3. He misses finally, but Davidson gets the offensive rebound. Fredrickson, he misses a lay-in, and hey, maybe the misses are starting. Here comes Dotson the other way for the Ramblers. He's going to attack the paint. Now we'll kick it out. Danny for 3 from the corner. No, too strong. Miles 1-on-2 on the glass. We'll get a jump ball. It'll be Davidson basketball. No. Glasgow had knocked down that 3. He'd already be nearing double figures. And in the 11 minutes, he's played 5 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. 2:24 to go in the first half, 45-27 Davidson. Moore guarding Sam Brown up top. Now Devin Brown drives into Nick Anderson before the shot. He'll get Nick for a bump, which is only the 3rd team foul. Amos and Ola Joseph will come in for Anderson and Glasgow with 2:14 to go in the first half. 45-27 Davidson. Off the inbounds, they get it around the perimeter to the left corner to Fredrickson. Bounces it between the rings for Devin Brown. Brown, Ola Joseph stays with him through the screen. Bad pass in the paint.
What a terrible pass.
Trying to force it to Scovins, which I can understand, actually, but it's picked off. Here comes Dotson into the front court. Loyola needs to take advantage of some of these extra chances now. Get them feeling a little bit better heading into the locker room. Moore swings it. Knocked away by Scovins as Amos was setting up in the right corner. 14 to shoot. 1:46 to go in the first half. It's 45-27. It's going to be an inbound from the sideline by Moore. Bounced into Miles. A couple of steps from the half-court line. 10 to shoot. Miles top of the key. Going to go to work against Plateo.
That's a foul.
To his right. Score. Oh, he shot it short, but he got fouled. Probably should have called the foul even
before. The foul's on the floor because he had his arm, that off arm wrapped around Miles' chest before he even made the move.
But they end up calling it while Miles took the shot, so he'll shoot 2. Just missed a pair. Yeah, Miles now has missed 3 in a row at the line. After making his first, he'll have 1 more. (45-27) with 1:37 to go in the first half. Too strong. Ola Joseph, the offensive rebound. Power dribble goes up, stripped, and lost the ball. He was surrounded by 2. Including the 7-foot Plateo. And Davidson into the front court with it. Scovins on the left side. Devin Brown around the screen to the free throw line. Gets bumped by Dotson. Be the 4th team foul. Just the first on Cade. So put the shot clock to 20 with 1:17 to go in the first half. Stay tuned for tonight's halftime show brought to you by Great Lakes Brewing Company, the official alumni-owned craft beer sponsor of Loyola Athletics. Grab Great Lakes Brewing Company craft beer at Gentile Arena throughout the season. Nate Keogh will be with us with a look around Loyola Athletics, an update on the women's basketball team, men's volleyball, and the softball season getting underway. It's coming up at halftime. Sam Brown on the left, push pass left corner. Scovins dribbles right into the paint. And a shot partially blocked. Plateo got the loose ball.
Foul on J-Mo.
And with 8 on the shot clock.
That got broken down out front. So, I mean, it's a screen and roll action. I mean, I don't know why Xavier didn't just pick him up. Instead, J-Mo gets rolled on into the paint with a much smaller guy, and that's what started the domino effect. It was just a blown coverage out front.
Yeah, call the foul on Amos. Plateo is a 44% free throw shooter. So he'll probably go 2 for 2. And he swishes the first one. (46-27). Bounces in the second off the back iron and in. 1 minute to go in the first half. Moore to Amos. Right baseline. Rubin cuts wide open, two-hand dunk. 47-29. Miles with 9 points here in the first half. He's left 4 points up at the free throw line today. Devin Brown down low. Rubin guarding him. He'll kick it out. Sam Brown up fakes. He drives to the free throw line. Now to Fredrickson. Top side three. Short. Loose ball. Fredrickson gets it. And it's just backbreaker. Now you got to play another 15 seconds of defense here to end the first half. Already down by 18. 7 to shoot. Fredrickson. Right baseline against Rubin with 4, with 3.
Get that out of here.
Miles blocks the shot. He got it back. Throws up a air ball. So with 10.9 seconds left, Loyola will get a chance for the last shot, down 47-29 here in the first half. That was Miles' third block of the game. He's 4 of 4 from the field. All right, Moore picks it up in the backcourt. Over half court, 8 seconds. Moore
off his foot.
Behind the back dribble. He lost it. Now Davidson a chance for a buzzer beater before halftime. Sam Brown will launch a right side three. Bounces out. And that'll wrap up the first half of play, in which Davidson, with that miss, they go 19 of 30 in the first half, 63%, and 7 of 14 from 3. They make the only 2 free throws they took and have 4 turnovers in the first half. Loyola shoots 50%, which you'd sign up for all the time, of course, but 8 turnovers. And just 6 of 11 as a team at the free throw line in the first half. And down by as many as 21, down by 18 going into halftime. Davidson 47 and Loyola 29. The Great Lakes Brewing Company halftime show is coming up next here on the Rambler Sports Network from Learfield.
Whether you're watching Rambler basketball from home or in Gentile Arena, be sure to do it while enjoying a Great Lakes Brewing Company beer. Great Lakes Brewing Company is an official alumni-owned craft beer sponsor of Loyola Athletics. Find Great Lakes Brewing Company beer inside Gentile Arena or wherever Great Lakes beers are sold. Great Lakes Brewing Company reminds you to please drink responsibly.
Rambler fans, howling for hunger? On the prowl for snacks? Then head to the Pack House concession stands in Gentile Arena for all your food and beverage needs. The main stands are located in the northeast and southwest corners of the Gentile Arena concourse, with satellite beer stations located in the northwest and southeast corners, plus a grab-and-go concept stand located across from the restrooms on the north side, featuring Frito-Lay and Coca-Cola offerings. Go now or stay hungry.
Welcome into the Great Lakes Brewing Company halftime show. I am Nate Keogh with you remotely this time to take you through Rambler Athletics, taking a look at women's basketball tonight, men's volleyball, and more Rambler sports. Starting with the Loyola Ramblers women's team, who I mentioned on Tuesday, went 6-2 in the month of January. They continued their hot streak into the month of February with a 47-42 bruiser win over the Fordham Rams on Wednesday night. Loyola has now reached 11-11 total on the season after a rough start in non-conference play, while Fordham falls to 9-14. The Ramblers were only able to score 14 total points in the first half, with 9 in the first quarter and 5 in the second quarter. However, Fordham only managed 13 in that opening quarter, and they matched Loyola's 5 in the second quarter. I love to see a great defensive game. The Ramblers really picked it up towards the end of the game with 16 in the third and 17 in the fourth to pull out the victory by 5 points. A big reason for that lower scoring was due to the fact that some of our big stars, like Alexander Bissett, only finished with 3 points on the night, as well as Brooklyn Vaughn with only 2 in just 12 minutes played. However, other names were able to step up, such as Alexis Mobley, who led the way with 17 points and 4 rebounds, and Alexa Guinness, who had 14 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. Alexander Bissett did add 4 rebounds as well. He also, from Rosalie Versil, had 6 points off the bench as well in 16 minutes. Fordham did have some good performances as well, such as Emma Wilson Saltos' 13 points that led the way in 31 minutes, also had 6 assists. They had Kayla Berry grab 11 rebounds in her 28 minutes and 10 points from Alexis Black, as well as Tia Morgan putting up 9 off the bench for the Rams. But again, it was not enough. Loyola really turned on the scoring in the second half. They stay hot. They have now won 5 straight. As I mentioned already, they got to 11-11 on the season overall. Now 7-4 on the road, actually a better record on the road than they have at home. But very interesting. Love to see some road dogs. They are 4th in the Atlantic 10 right now at 7-4 in the conference. Ironically, their 5-game win streak is actually only the 4th longest in the conference, with conference leader Rhode Island at 11-0, having a 14-game win streak, and George Mason at 10-0 in the A10 and 15-6 overall. Rhode Island is 20-2 overall, by the way. They are on a 9-game win streak. Third place, Richmond at 9-1 is on an 8-game win streak as well. And Loyola's only 2 losses in the month of January were to those 2 undefeated teams in the A10, Rhode Island and George Mason. Then looking up at our Ramblers in 5th place are the Davidson Wildcats at 7-5, lost 3 in a row, 15-10 overall. St. Joe's is 6th at 6-5, 15-7. George Washington 5-6. However, they are on a 3-game win streak. Then you have St. Louis not seeing the same success as the men's team is at 5-7. Dayton at 5-7 as well. I love to see Dayton with a losing record, as do most Rambler fans, I'm sure. LaSalle at 5-7 as well. VCU at a 4-7 clip. 4-8 for St. Bonaventure. Fordham now 1-11 after that loss to our Ramblers. They have lost 5 in a row, so the inverse of what our women have been doing. And Duquesne at last at a whopping 0-11 in the conference, and losers of 10 straight. Shifting over now to men's volleyball. Our 7th-ranked Loyola Ramblers men's team fell at the hands of Lindenwood in St. Charles, Missouri on Wednesday night. 3-1. Lindenwood ranked 18th in the country, so another ranked opponent. However, lower than our Ramblers. They now fall to 5-4 overall, and it was also the opening of MIVA play as well. They are now 0-1 in the MIVA conference. For those of you who are not familiar with how men's volleyball works in the NCAA, there are far less teams in men's volleyball, so there are different conferences made just for the sport. MIVA is our conference. They are 0-1 opening play in the MIVA. They won the first set 26-24. However, they could not pull out one after that close win, losing 25-20 in the second set, 28-26 in the third set, and 25-23, a real nail-biter in the fourth set for Lindenwood to clinch it in for Alexander Sosa. Our top performer on the season did have 17 kills. Josh Schellinger has 12 kills and 2 blocks as well. 10 kills for Maiden Klein. He had a line 3 blocks. That is very impressive. And then Daniel Fabakovic with 6 kills the night. To quote head coach Shane Davis, "We did some things well at times, but not consistent enough to beat a team like Lindenwood. They executed much better than us after 20 points tonight. They were the aggressor in crunch time moments." End quote. It was a surprising loss, to be sure, while even on the road. The fact that Loyola was only 1 kill behind them at 53-52. They also had less errors, only 19 to Lindenwood's 22. Where they really lost some points was at Aces. Lindenwood with 7 aces, Loyola with only 4. They also led 8.5 blocks to Loyola's 7. So the rest of the schedule now for Loyola takes them to McKendree tonight, actually, in Lebanon, Illinois. And then after that, they will come home for an 8-game homestand, beginning with Lewis University. That is also Sustainability Night and a bento box giveaway night for you Rambler fans. That is this upcoming Thursday, February 12th at 7 p.m. Make sure to be there if you want your bento box. And February 14th, Anna Valentine's matchup with Rockhurst will follow. That will also be on ESPN. Plus, most of the other games, including that game against Lewis, will be featured on Marquee Sports Network. In other news, softball is kicking off for Loyola. They are coming off a 19-34 season, but their season starts tonight. Actually, not in Chicago, obviously. That would be pretty difficult to play softball. But they are opening rather in San Diego. The season begins with a series of tournaments for softball. So they will be taking on Kentucky and San Diego State today. The host, of course, is San Diego State at the SDSU kickoff. Then on Saturday, they will draw both Minnesota at 1:30 and Kentucky at 6:30. Sorry, that is Saturday. And then on Sunday, they will draw Miami of Ohio at 11 a.m. From then on, next weekend, it is the Spring Games tournament in Leesburg, Florida, where they'll face Southern Miss at 2 p.m. on Friday the 13th, followed by a 4:30 matchup with Alabama State. They will then play against the host Bethune-Cookman on Valentine's Day, 12 p.m., and then at 2:30 against Long Island to follow it. And then the 15th, ending that tournament, a second matchup with Alabama State at 9 a.m. Good luck to all our Ramblers beginning seasons, in the middle of seasons, and wherever else they may be in the athletics season. I am Nate Keogh. Pleasure to be with you as always, live or not. I'll turn it back over to Scott and CT. This was the Great Lakes Brewing Company halftime show from Learfield.
Watching a game, going out to dinner, hosting an event? Firehouse Grill is your answer. With a fantastic bar area to watch sports, a family-friendly restaurant, and 2 private event spaces, Firehouse Grill is a great space for any night out. With their menu of popular burgers, delicious Detroit-style pizza, and inventive entrees, you can find something that everyone will love. Join them in Evanston for the next Rambler men's basketball away game, a night out, or a post-game meal. Visit them ahead of time at firehousegrill.net.
Ready for slam dunk experiences during basketball games? Head over to Ireland's for unforgettable pregame and postgame celebrations. Located on campus in the lower level of the Damon Student Center and proudly run by Loyola-led Enterprises undergraduate students. Head down and enjoy a delicious hot dog and pair it with a beer or seltzer of your choice. Ireland's, raising a glass to victory.
Back here at Davidson, Great Lakes Brewing Company halftime show. The score, Davidson 47, Loyola 29. A quick run through of the first half stats. Loyola ends up shooting 50% of the first half, 10 of 20, 3 of 9 from 3, but only 6 of 11 at the free throw line. Miles Rubin scores 9 points, 4 of 4 from the field, but only the 1 of 5 at the free throw line. He blocked 3 shots in the first half. Nick Anderson scored 6 points, scored 3 of his points at the free throw line, and knocked down a three-pointer. Daniil Glasgow off the bench, 11 minutes, 5 points, 2 rebounds, and a nice assist that led to a Miles Rubin dunk. Ramblers had 8 turnovers that led to 14 Davidson points. Davidson shot 63.3%, 19 of 30, 7 of 14 from 3. They made the only 2 free throws they took. Roberts Blooms, 13 points, 5 of 6 from the field. And then Josh Scovins, 12 points, 6 of 8 from the field, leading the way for the Wildcats. They had 4 turnovers. They scored 22 points in the paint to Loyola's 14, led by as many as 21. And right now the lead is 18, 47-29. We'll take our final break here on the Great Lakes Brewing Company halftime show. When we come back, it'll be time for the second half of action here on the Rambler Sports Network from Learfield.
Rambler fans don't just watch the game, they live it. Sitting in traffic on the way to the game might sound boring. The pregame rituals, post-win celebrations, and everything in between is nothing but brilliant. That's why PNC is proud to be the official bank sponsor of Loyola Athletics and support their devoted fans. Because keeping your finances boring allows you to make exciting memories full of all the things that make game day feel like game day. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. Member FDIC.
Whether you're watching Rambler basketball from home or in Gentile Arena, be sure to do it while enjoying a Great Lakes Brewing Company beer. Great Lakes Brewing Company is an official alumni-owned craft beer sponsor of Loyola Athletics. Find Great Lakes Brewing Company beer inside Gentile Arena or wherever Great Lakes beers are sold. Great Lakes Brewing Company reminds you to please drink responsibly.
Sudi and CT back with you. Second half about a minute and a half away from beginning. 47-29. Davidson. Ramblers will have the ball to begin the second half. You heard during halftime Nate Keogh run down some of what women's basketball, men's volleyball, and softball are up to. The women's, well, we only have a women's softball. The softball team just dropped a close one to Kentucky in their season opener, 5-3. They had led that game 2-1 up until the fourth inning, had a 3-1 lead into the bottom of the fourth inning. But those Wildcats scored a couple of runs in the bottom of the sixth inning to win that game 5-3. The Ramblers will play San Diego State later today for their second game of the season. Loyola men's volleyball trying to bounce back after that loss against Lindenwood. They've won the first two sets against McKendree, 25-19, 25-21. And, of course, here, Loyola men's basketball trailing Davidson 47-29. But CT get the ball to begin the second half, a chance to get a bucket on the board, and then just start that climb back. Score, stop, and just keep doing it. Repeat that over and over again until you're back into this game.
Yeah, we just got to really score a lot more points than Davidson does in the second half. But overall, I mean, yeah, I really like that we get the chance to, draw something up to start the half. I mean, it needs to be something going towards the basket. It probably makes sense to get maybe J-Mo and Miles in some sort of screen and roll action and really tell J-Mo he needs to look for Miles on those rolls, especially on the short rolls, because Davidson's been doing a good job of getting out early on and trying to force the ball out of his hands.
In that first half, who would you say was your top performer for Loyola?
For Loyola, I'd say, probably Miles. 9 points, a couple of rebounds, 3 blocks. He's really making his presence felt. I think he's done a good job of switching on to Scobins. And kind of limiting his productivity, especially late, because he's pretty much the only guy that's been able to guard him so far.
And a change to begin the second half. Glasgow and Anderson will start in the spot of Ola, Joseph, and Amos. And Glasgow certainly, I think, earned this. And Anderson has earned it. He's been earning it fairly consistently in A10 play. So they're going to start the second half with Moore, Rubin, and Dotson. Rubin up top from the left.
ISO.
Plateo with him. A10 logo, spins left, steps through, lays it up and in. Plateo is playing with one
turnover.
foul.
There we go.
Davidson threw it away.
Freshman Nick being disruptive in the backcourt. Okay.
Davidson tried a quick outlet, like up the sideline there.
Yeah.
And Anderson causes a turnover. So Rubin double figures 11. Ramblers get the ball right back 20 seconds into the second half, and they can pull this within 14, maybe 13. Moore goes through 2 defenders, into the paint, hangs at the rim, banks it too strong. Almost like he expected more contact than he got. Frederickson to the front court for Davidson. Plateo swings it left for Devin Brown. Back up top, Plateo. Now in the left corner, it's Sam Brown down the baseline. Anderson against him. Pull-up shot, no good. Rubin the rebound. I'll count that as 2 stops because you got a turnover, and now you got the rebound. Rubin, point center. Spins away from Frederickson, finds Dotson in the corner. Steps around Frederickson, drives to the hoop. With contact, can't score it. And the rebound by Plateo. And Plateo says, I can do that too. He'll bring it into the front court. Makes a pass to the corner. Devin Brown takes the 3, makes the 3.
Yeah, transition defense. Got guys just running back that don't know where the ball is.
50-31. Moore between the rings. Hand off from Rubin on the left wing. Swings it right for Anderson. Now Glasgow back to Anderson up top. Moore sideline left. Rubin catches top side. Coming to get it is Dotson. Dotson reverses it for Moore. Now Anderson catches in the corner. Right-hand dribble towards the lane. Scovins jumps on him. Rubin 2-1 has to throw it up. I don't know if he got it off.
Going to review it.
They're going to review it immediately. And
it's going to timeout. Get a time. It's basically used as a timeout.
I'm going to be negative here, and I think that was probably still on Miles' fingertips. And they counted it to start here. But I did not think he got it off. Let's see if we can catch the CBS. Well, catch the CBS replay here in a moment. If the bucket does count, Miles would have 13 points. It would be 50-33. Let's look at it here. Oh, you know what? I think he got it off. Now I'm looking at it.
He definitely, yeah.
Yep. This looks like the one was still on the shot. Yeah, he got it off. Wow. Okay. What?
Wow.
Okay. All right. I know why. Okay. So if you're watching on TV, the clock that's overlay at the bottom of the screen is behind what is actually on the board. And so you have to go by what's up there. So I didn't pay attention to that. I'm going to replay back and look and just see it again just for completion's sake here. But of course, I missed it again. All right, so no basket, 50-31. Devin Brown on the right side, guarded by Dotson. Spinning into the lane,
that's good defense,
pushes
Gabe.
off, puts up a shot and scores.
Yeah, that's pretty good defense.
(52-31). Rubin, top of the key. Dotson bumped by Sam Brown and foul. That'll be his second. Ramblers got the opening bucket of the second half, and then got the turnover immediately, and then looked like had a good chance to get 4 quick points. Then got another defensive stop, but Davidson is back up by 21. Moore, the right side, right free throw line extended. Rubin swings it left for Dotson. Rubin trying to set up against Logan now into the game. Ducks the left shoulder into him. Right hand hook with the shot clock winding down. No good. Out of bounds. Davidson ball. That's Rubin's first miss officially, since the other one was the shot clock violation. Sam Brown bounces it for Logan. Left elbow. He'll skip it right wing. Fredrickson bounces right baseline. Scovins against Dotson, who's called for the foul.
So he showed zone in that, and then once the ball was entered to the post, we fired. You hear Drew yell fire. That's when switches to a man-to-man. I really like Daniil's urgency to close out on Fredrickson. I think that's probably the most urgent closeout we've seen on him. The 1.5 games we played against him this year.
Ramblers are going to go with the double big of Richardson and Rubin now as Glasgow goes out. Sam Brown inbounding with Rubin guarding him from the baseline. He'll launch a ball all the way to the backcourt, caught by Devin Brown. Screen set by Logan. Moore fights through. Now Sam Brown into the paint, free throw line, gets a step, throws it up, no good. Loose ball on the floor, picked up by J-Mo. He'll push it up. Don't have numbers necessarily, but a secondary transition as Moore lulled them enough to sleep, and then he put on the Jets, gets to the hoop and scores. 52-33. Devin Brown on the right wing. Up top, Logan, top of the nail. Dribbles to the left, shuffles it back out for Sam Brown, and
we got Dot
away from the ball against Fredrickson. That'll be his third. So Loyola's been called for a couple of early fouls in this half. Davidson for one. 16:31 to go, 52-33 Davidson. Dotson checks out. And Tavares in. Sam Brown, sideline left, guarded by Moore. Spins to his left, bounce entry left of the lane. Scovins against Rubin. Dunks the shoulder into him. Goes right, fakes it, then the baseline and everything but the bucket. Halfway down and popped out. Ramblers get the rebound, more to the front court with it. Richardson trying to get position against Scovins. Go the other way. Tavares right wing where Rubin has Logan on him. Scovins jumps the pass on Richardson and knocks it out of bounds. There'll be 10 on the shot clock for Loyola when we come back from the timeout. And so the halftime lead was 18. Right now it's 19 with 15:55 to go. Davidson 52, Loyola 33. We'll be back with more Loyola Rambler basketball in a moment from Learfield.
When you're on the move and looking for nonstop college sports action, get the Varsity Network app and take the game with you everywhere. Stream live play-by-play from schools across the country right from your phone, free. Catch hundreds of weekly podcasts, including shows from your favorite teams, all in one place. From football Saturdays to midweek hoops, it's your all-access pass to the college sports world. Whether it's game day or just your daily drive, the Varsity Network app has you covered. Download now and listen live for free on the Varsity Network app.
Looking for a doctor close to home? You don't have to travel far to find the leading edge of healthcare. With Loyola Medicine, hospitals and doctors' offices located throughout the west, south, and southwest suburbs, advanced medical technology and top-rated physicians are right in your neighborhood. At Loyola Medicine, the official healthcare system and sports medicine sponsor of Loyola Athletics, it's easy to find an exceptional doctor at a convenient location. Go to loyolamedicine.org/doctor to find your Loyola doctor today.
DeGroot Logistics is a proud sponsor of Loyola Athletics, owned and operated by Loyola alumni. DeGroot provides transportation services for some of the country's largest shippers of food and beverage products. If you're interested in learning more, you want to join their team, check them out at DeGrootLogistics.com. Got 15:55 to go in the second half. Davidson 52, Loyola 33. It'll be Rambler basketball with 10 on the shot clock. Second half, I mean, it hasn't been spectacular by any means, but it's a lot better than how the game began. And Davidson 2 for 5 from the field to begin the second half. And Ramblers are also 2 for 5. A couple of missed opportunities from Loyola. This game could be down in the low teens right now as opposed to being a 19-point deficit if the Ramblers just finished off a couple of plays. So trying to see if they can build off a little bit positive and better play. There's about 1,000 school children on the floor right now. I mean, they just kept spawning the Davidson College Junior Scholars, and they don't want to leave the court.
They want to check in too. They want to get some shots up.
I mean, they're seeing their team, presumably all rooting for Davidson. They're seeing their team shoot 60%. They think, oh, I mean, I got a pretty good chance to throw one up and get a bucket here. Right now, there's a bunch of kids standing in front of Alex Richardson, Caleb Reese, Miles Rubin, as they're now going to that corner to get out of here. And I mentioned Caleb Reese will be back in here for his second run here today. Played 3 minutes in the first half, had 1 assist. Richardson, Rubin, Anderson, and Tavares on the floor. Still haven't completely cleared the floor. And now we'll go. 10 on the shot clock. Ramblers inbounding the ball a few feet in the backcourt. Get it to Reese. Reese sprints ahead. Swings it right to Anderson. Catch, shoot, 3. No good. Offensive rebound. Miles snatches and scores. Miles with 13 now. Off his 5th rebound. 52-35. Devin Brown behind the Logan screen. Drives to the baseline. Anderson recovers. Scovins up top. Swings it right to Sam Brown. Brown off a screen to the left. Richardson onto him. Tavares comes to help. They skip a pass to the right side. Logan guarded by Reese. And Reese went for the steal. Logan forced to give it up to Sam Brown. He drives right against Richardson. Baseline, 5 to shoot, 4 to shoot. At the paint with 3. Somehow just gets free and scores it off the window.
Yeah. Alex went for that fake a little bit. Just got out of position.
28 seconds of defense there for the Ramblers. Goes by the wayside. 54-35. Reese between the rings. Off the Rubin screen. Finds Rubin in the lane. Puts up a right-hand floater. Bounces in.
Yep, good find, Reese.
That's the second assist for Caleb. 15 points now for Miles.
Yep. Little zone look. 1-3-1. Shooter behind you, Reese.
It's Fredrickson. Reese tries to close out.
Yeah.
And Fredrickson makes it.
Alex has to see that and shade over because, I mean, Reese isn't going to be able to look. You'd like for Reese to have that wherewithal, but realistically, Alex needs to slide over more.
Back to a 20-point game. 14:25 remaining. Tavares catches left corner, puts it back out to Anderson. Reese on the right wing, wants to go to Rubin again. Rubin against Logan, faces up into the paint. Foul by Logan. He is second.
That's third.
Third, yep. Third on Logan. Moore and Amos come in. Rubin will get a rest here. Reese checks out. Scovins and Logan go to the bench right now for Davidson. Moore trying to inbound the basketball into Richardson, right baseline. Richardson out to Tavares. Now Moore on the right wing. Moore to Tavares. Swung left. Anderson down the baseline.
Short.
Floater is short. Anderson had the rebound. Or excuse me, Richardson had the rebound. He got fouled. It was a pass by Nick Anderson. I'm sure of it. Caught by Richardson, who got fouled. Anderson comes out. Glasgow back in. Moore inbounding from the baseline into the corner. Glasgow now to Reese right wing. To Amos right wing. Skips a long pass to the corner. Moore drives from the left corner. Hands it off for Richardson. Fumbles it, gets it back. He'll kick out Glasgow. Passes extra up top to Tavares. He'll drive down the right side and get fouled and shoot two. For Loyola, that was harder than it probably needed to be in terms of trying to get points, but they'll get a chance with free throws. The last foul, by the way, before this one was Hunter Adam. And now this most recent foul, as Tavares will shoot two. Knocks down the first, 88%. Plateo comes back in, as does Hunter Blooms, Roberts Blooms for the first time in this second half. It was the third foul on JQ Roberts, who now checks out. Tavares a pair of free throws, 13:47 to go, 57-39. Fredrickson across half court, dribbles to the left inside the arc. Back out for Plateo. Now on the right wing, Blooms. Blooms against Tavares. Over to Fredrickson. Trying to get away from Moore. Tavares comes to help, almost knocked it away. Plateo up fakes the three from the left. Devin Brown takes a long three, topside, no good. Richardson the rebound. Moore across half court. Moore dribbling left. Passes right wing for Tavares. Now Richardson catches. Feet on the three-point line. Passes for Moore. Richardson sets the screen. Moore drives or dribbles to the right. Fires a pass across, looking to get to the corner to Amos, and it's intercepted by Hunter Adam. It's a fourth turnover for Justin Moore today. He's been struggling taking care of the basketball since coming back in the lineup. Fredrickson misses a three. Adam had the rebound. It goes out of bounds off of Richardson. It'll be Davidson basketball as Rubin, Ola Joseph, and Dotson will all come back in here with 12:51 to go in an 18-point game. Baseline inbounds play for Davidson. 12:51 to go. Long football pass, like a Super Bowl weekend, into the backcourt to Fredrickson. Hands it off to Devin Brown, swings it to Plateo on the right wing. Plateo picks up the dribble, 9 to shoot. Roberts Blooms comes to get it, reverses it back out. Plateo fires a pass underneath. Oh, went off of Rubin's hands in the passing lane up on the rim and almost went in the hoop. And, well, I half expected it to. Ramblers end up getting the loose ball. Rubin's at the top side with it, shuffles it for Dotson. Reverses it for Glasgow on the left, back for Dotson on the right. Dotson up fakes.
Don't settle.
10 to shoot. Rubin top of the key. Fredrickson on his back. Now against Plateo to the hoop, off the window, too strong. And Plateo will take it into the, well, almost. And we'll give it to Fredrickson to the front court. 8 minutes gone by in the second half, and the Ramblers have kept the lead at what it was at halftime. It was 47-29. Right now it's 57-39. Down the left baseline.
And
scored and one for
JOJ
Fredrickson.
Get JOJ out, man.
That's 14 points for Parker Fredrickson. And we'll get a timeout on the floor with 11:48 to go. And the Wildcats lead by 20, 59-39. This is Rambler basketball from Learfield.
Caputo Cheese specializes in the manufacturing and processing of fine Italian-type cheeses, including Parmesan, Romano, and fresh mozzarella. They're best known among chefs for their award-winning burrata and ricotta cheeses. Whether you need a traditional Parmigiano Reggiano or a customized solution, Caputo Cheese delivers quality and consistency that only high standards and family pride can produce. Visit them at CaputoCheese.com and follow them at Caputo Cheese.
Kohl's gets it. Valentine's Day comes with expectations, grand expectations, telepathic expectations, and heart-shaped everything expectations. Yes, even waffles. Kohl's has gifts that rise to the occasion, from romantic to playful, sparkly to sweet, or all of the above. Plus, get 15% off some of your finds. So go ahead, exceed those Valentine's Day expectations with Kohl's. Select styles, offer ends February 16th. Some exclusions apply. See store, kohls.com for details.
Loyola Medicine, the official health system and sports medicine sponsor of Loyola Athletics, provides life-saving care. Their top-rated doctors diagnose, treat, and manage both common conditions and complex diseases. Visit loyolamedicine.org/schedule now to make your appointment today. Parker Fredrickson will be at the line here trying to finish off a three-point play. After shooting 63% in the first half, Davidson shooting 50% in the second half, and they've made a couple of more threes. They're 9 of 18 from three for the game, and they're 60% overall. Ramblers are 4 of 10 here in the second half. They've missed the only three they've taken. Shooting 47% for the game, 46.7 to be exact. And have obviously played even, pretty much even here with Davidson in the second half, but obviously down by 18 at halftime, even. Not going to be good enough. And still getting the defensive breakdowns. And also the possessions where Loyola plays a good 25, 26, 27, 28 seconds, and then just a little breakdown that lets Davidson score. So it's a double whammy. They use up 30 seconds, and they score.
Yeah, but that last sequence, I mean, JOJ, you've been sitting on you didn't start the second half. So you've been sitting on the bench for the last 7-8 minutes. That's a great opportunity to get your mind right and be ready to go. And then you get switched on to the guy, and you fell for a little shot fake. You get out of stance, and then he just drives you, gives up an and one. I mean, it's just embarrassing.
Fredrickson and Scovins have a combined 26. Scovins, though, hasn't scored in a long while. And then Blooms has 13. He scored all his points in the first half. Fredrickson makes it a 21-point game, 60-39 with 11:48 to go. Loyola has Glasgow, Moore, Dotson, Rubin, and Anderson on the floor. Moore here on the left wing, guarded by Blooms. Dotson catches up top. Right-hand drive and away from the ball. Foul on Rubin.
They're trying to post up.
His second. Both teams with 14 fouls here in the second half. 21 is the largest the lead has been. 60-39. Koval swings it left for Adam. Adam reverses it back to now Blooms up top. Behind a Plateo screen a couple of times. Takes the left side three. In and out. Glasgow secures the rebound. Up ahead, Dotson drives from the right wing to the hoop. Into contact. His arms came down, and they blew the whistle.
Yeah.
I was about to say, if they didn't make that call, I'd be surprised. So what Dotson did, he went into the body of Hunter Adam. And this is something we talked about with Miles Rubin having gotten better at, is when Hunter Adam took the body contact, it forced his arms to come down, even though he had them straight up to begin. So Adam did a pretty good job defensively, just not strong enough in that instance to keep the vertical base. Good strong take by Cade, but he misses the first of 2 free throws.
Yeah, that was a real strong take. I mean, you saw Cade's athletic burst as soon as he caught the ball, just blew right by. Can't remember exactly who he blew by, but we talked about at the start of the broadcast. I mean, these Davidson guards aren't the quickest bunch of people, so he had a great opportunity there to get into the paint.
All three of Dotson's points now at the free throw line, 60-40 with 11:06 to go. Plateo, they clear out for a matchup with Rubin on the left side. Now he steps to the right and misses the lay-in, and Rubin able to control the rebound for himself. 6th rebound for Miles. Dotson going to drive right again, and this time loses it. It's a 12th Loyola turnover. Blooms deep on the left side. Devin Brown up front. Swings it right for Adam. Beyond the arc. Now Devin Brown, top of the key. And they got Plateo, or is it a 3 in the key call? No, they got Plateo down low, battling with Glasgow.
We'll go to Neal. Neal's certainly been earning more minutes the last couple games.
Plateo's 3rd. And Logan will come back in for him. He has 3. Another big for them, JQ Roberts has 3. But is there enough time for Loyola to take advantage of this with 10:30 to go, down by 20? Moore to Rubin, left to the top of the key. He'll drive with the right hand into Logan, up with the right hand, floats it in. Miles with 17. He's 8 of 10 from the field, has 6 rebounds, 3 block shots. 60-42. Devin Brown behind a Logan screen inside the arc right. Logan up top. He'll take the 3. He'll miss it. And Miles another rebound, his 7th. So he's 3 rebounds away. Not only another double-figure rebound game, but obviously it'll be another double-double. Moore to Dotson. He'll drive left. Takes Logan down low. Will back it out to the corner. Rubin has Devin Brown on him. Trying to get the ball to him, but Brown denies it. Dotson, he'll drive left. Rips through Koval, reverses it up, no good. As Logan stayed with him pretty well. And here come the Wildcats. They have numbers, get an open 3 and a make. This time it's Nick Koval, who makes his 17th three-pointer of the season. And it's back to 21, 63-42. Loyola's getting a couple of, maybe 2 or 3 offensive, defensive possessions in a row that look good, and then have a back-to-back there. Not so good. Rubin rolling to his left, throws up a wild shot. And they got Danny for a foul, trying to go after a loose ball. I think Miles at this point maybe trying to do a little too much, just given the situation. He'll check out of the game. With 9 minutes to go, and Davidson leads by 21. Ramblers now with Dotson, Tavares, Glasgow, Ola Joseph, and Richardson on the floor. Koval on the left wing. Has Richardson switched on him. Blooms goes back to Koval. He'll take a deep 3 left side, feeling good about himself after one make, and he missed it way short. Here comes Tavares into the front court left side. Ola Joseph on the right, hands off Dotson. Richardson. Someone trying to get free. Dotson, the candy cane curl. He's not free. Glasgow comes to get it. Glasgow kicks to Tavares. Deep 3 left side. Short ball. Out of bounds to Davidson.
Yeah, probably a bad shot. I mean, Daniil kind of threw a survival pass. I mean, they will have to reach down to his ankles to catch it, so that's not a rhythm shot for anybody.
Ramblers, it's only the 11th 3 they've taken all game. Remember, 3 of their first 4 shots were 3-point attempts. So they've only taken 8 since, and have made 3 of them. Koval drives, kicks, right side, 3, make, Blooms like clockwork. First bucket for Blooms here in the second half, and the lead is ballooned to 24, 66-42. Davidson's made 11 of 23 from downtown. Tavares driving right, finds Ola Joseph open in the left corner. He'll take the 3, and he'll answer. First bucket today for JOJ. 1 of 5 from the field, 3 rebounds, 2 assists in 15 minutes. 66-45. Oh. Roberts Blooms went down, crumpled. He's back up on his feet, but a little ginger right now. Gingerly moving. Sam Brown left of the lane, takes a fadeaway and hits it. Oh. I'm not going to be too angry about that one. 68-45. Dotson gets the ball to the left corner. He'll just take a three. In and out. Offensive rebound. Daniel Glasgow. Daniel Glasgow over these last two games now, 13 points. He's got 7 here in this one with 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 21 minutes of play. He's going to end up playing a new career high in minutes today after playing a career high 23. On Tuesday, he'll pick up his second foul right here. And a 6th team foul on Loyola. Timeout on the floor with 6:57 left to go. And the Wildcats have maintained this lead right there between 18 to a few moments ago was at 24 since the halftime break. 68-47 Davidson with 6:57 left to go here on the Rambler Sports Network from Learfield.
The Bud Light Loft in Gentile Arena provides a fantastic sideline view of the court. It also offers plenty of exciting amenities, including all-inclusive food and beverage service with an elevated game day tailgate menu and a reserved countertop seat with access to high top tables. Interested in season, group, or single game tickets in the Bud Light Loft? Visit RamblerTickets.com or call 773-508-WOLF.
Hey Rambler fans, this is Cam Crutley. When I'm not playing on the court, my favorite place to be is in the stands to see it live. And when I need tickets, I go to my friends at TicketEstore.com. As the official ticketing sponsor of Loyola Athletics and an alumni-owned business, Ticket eStore has gotten fans into the events they love for more than 20 years. Whether it's sports, concert, or theater, Ticket eStore has you covered for less than the other guys. Let's go Ramblers.
Over 50, nearing retirement. Join this live interactive retirement planning class that's quietly educated thousands of retirees and pre-retirees. Attend Retirement Planning University for the comfort of home. Go to helpingamericaretire.com. That's helpingamericaretire.com. See website for disclosures. 6:57 left to go on this one. Davidson led by 18 at halftime, 47-29. They've gotten the lead to as many as 24 here in the second. And right now, lead by 21, 68-47. Davidson started the game up 14-4. Got that double-figure lead, and it's been in double figures ever since. Here, this one inside Belk Arena. The Ramblers are going to get their first bye of the A10 season, finally. They'll get a whole week off before it gets a whole lot easier. No, I'm kidding, obviously. It's going to get, one would assume, a whole lot harder with St. Louis next Friday. They play LaSalle tomorrow at home, and they will be off until that Friday game at Gentile Arena. Davidson basketball out of the timeout. Sam Brown on the left wing. And his bounce pass looking for Scovins is intercepted. Good step in front by Nick Anderson. Up there with Dotson, Richardson, Tavares, and Ola Joseph. 6:38 to go. Dotson bounces it to Richardson off the screen, rolls down the right side of the lane to the basket and scores. Nice two-man game there between Richardson and Dotson.
Yeah, again, hitting that short roll. It's been open all night.
Bounce pass around the right elbow where that was set up. 68-49. Logan down low, bullies himself to the hoop, scores it, and gets fouled by Richardson. And Davidson up to 70 already with 6:13 left to go, 70-49. Davidson's got 16 from Blooms, 15 from Fredrickson, 12 from Scovins. And now Logan has 4. Ramblers have gotten 17 from Rubin, and the next highest score is Glasgow with 7. Free throw no good. Rebound by JOJ with 6:10 to go. Dotson fires it to Anderson. Now Tavares up top. Swings it sideline right. Dotson. Richardson back to the basket out beyond the three-point line. Left-hand dribble, handoff Dotson. Reverse it, Ola Joseph. He'll drive left. There's the ball left of the lane, 7 to shoot. Now Dotson from the top finds Tavares, spots up in the right corner, and makes the three. 70-52 with 5:40 to go. Sam Brown on the left wing up top to Logan. Logan being hounded by Dotson, spins away from him, fires it right corner to Scovins. Scovins to the floor, spinning against Richardson, who fouls him. And 2 shots. Richardson may have got part of the ball, but it definitely got part of the arm as well.
Yeah.
Scovins will be at the line for the first time today. Hasn't scored since that red-hot first half. 64% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. 71-52. 5:27 to go. Davidson, they added an extra game to their schedule. They had a real big gap. And so they played one fewer non-conference game than they were allowed to. And they have a big gap before their next A10 game. After today, they don't play again until February the 15th. And today's the 6th. So they scheduled Mid-Atlantic Christian University to come play them on Monday. And, you know, a lot of people having fun with that, but it makes perfect sense. You don't want to sit for that long if you don't need to. Tavares missed a shot in close. JOJ got the rebound, and then he got hit up high. Ball went out of bounds. It'll still be Loyola ball, 8 to shoot. Yeah, then they'll have that game at Dayton on February the 15th. So they'll still get a nice bit of rest. Dotson inbounding from the baseline. Looking, bounces it in, and was kicked. All right, reset the shot clock to 20 with 5:04 to go, 20-point game. Daniil Glasgow, a couple of more minutes played in this game, and he'll have a new career high in minutes played. Ola Joseph, a left side three, no good. Richardson, the offensive rebound, though, trying to go up, got stripped, got it back, goes up, got blocked but fouled by Logan. Certainly make you earn it down there. The 4th foul on Sean Logan. He actually has been averaging 2.44 blocks per game in conference play. Put that in perspective, Miles for the season's averaging 2.33, and that's 16th best in the nation. Richardson, no good on free throw number 1. With 4:54 to go, 72-52.
Nice.
1 for 2. Makes the second. 72-53. Koval across half court for the Wildcats. Drives down the right lane line and scoops one up. No good. Got fouled. And then Dotson hopping around on his right foot, meaning his left was bothering him there for a moment. And I'll be honest, I cannot remember left or right with the tendonitis for Cade there as the free throw spins out no good for Kovalev. One more. Now, that being said, Cade is going back to the bench and looks fine. Koval will have a second free throw. And back to a 20-point game again. 73-53. Reeson with Glasgow, Anderson, Richardson, and Ola Joseph. Well, Loyola never in this one from the start. As I mentioned, down 14-4 to begin the game. And it was double figures from that point on.
Come on, Nick.
Anderson got in the paint, but it got stripped.
Yeah, that's why he's got to get stronger. Another example.
Up ahead, 3, good. Koval from the corner. It's 13 fast break points for Davidson. 76-53. Anderson trying to get to the paint, spinning and stumbling, was fouled. And that'll be a 1-and-1. And Davidson's going to empty their bench. Or kind of empty their bench.
Yeah, remember Manny Joseph played really well last year here against us, yeah.
He's going to be coming in, as will freshman R.J. Greer. And the free throw missed by Anderson on the front of the 1-and-1, but J.O.J. got the rebound and got fouled. So it'll be another 1-and-1. Joseph, did he come in?
He's sitting in that first.
He was. Now he's not. And Greer's going to come in for Fredrickson. Joseph's played 8 minutes on Tuesday. Played 10 minutes the first time around against Loyola. Had the 12-point game here against the Ramblers last season. Front end of a 1-on-1 for Ola Joseph. He is up and good. J.O.J. with 4 points all here in the second half. He's now up to 6 rebounds, a couple of assists in 20 minutes of play. Got both, 76-55. Joseph now will come on in and replace Scovins, who we assume is done for the day. 22 minutes, 14 points, 12 of those in the first half. Fredrickson went to the bench with 15 points in 27 minutes, made 5 of 11 shots, 4 of 8 from 3. So he actually shot the ball worse today than he did the first time around. But 5 of 11, 4 for 8. Those splits there. Koval got Anderson to bite. Richardson switches on him. Left wing. Now pass to Sam Brown. Right-hand drive. Spins to his left. His strong hand in the paint. Misses it no good. And the rebound by Reese. Up ahead to Glasgow. Now for Anderson in the left corner. Back up to Glasgow.
Yeah, I'd love to see Reese's rebounds per minute. Shoot a Reese.
Top side 3 for Caleb.
Bring it up.
3-pointer for Caleb Reese. 76-58. 3:30 to go. So Reese gets on the board for the first time in a while. Had 4 points in the game at St. Bonaventure, went scoreless his last 3 appearances. As Sam Brown with a bucket. The other side, it's 78-58 Davidson. Reese gets to the paint. Finger roll, scores it. 5 now for Caleb. Quick points in 6 minutes. 1 rebound, 1 assist. 3:03 to go, 78-60. Sam Brown comes around right side, up fakes, doesn't shoot. Dribbles to the top, trying to get by Richardson off the dribble. Down the left side of the lane.
Get that
by
out.
Alex. And the rebound by Daniil. Anderson trying to get Ola Joseph in the corner.
On, man. Nick,
bad pass.
And then you foul him. Yeah,
Nick,
Nick, that's a freshman mistake. He telegraphed that pass the whole way.
Yeah, trying to get that ball in the corner to Ola Joseph. R.J. Greer stole it, and then he fouls him. And that'll be 2 shots for the freshman R.J. Greer when we come back from the timeout. 2:39 left to go in this one. It's Davidson 78, Loyola 60. This is Rambler basketball from Learfield.
J.B. Alberto's has had a passion for pizza since 1965. Each J.B. Alberto's pizza starts with its own unique handcrafted dough. It's topped with flavorful homemade pizza sauce, crafted from sun-ripened tomatoes, 100% real mozzarella cheese, ingredients cut fresh daily, and top-quality meats. Visit jbalbertos.com to order online or call them at 773-973-1700. J.B. Alberto's, the official pizza sponsor of Loyola Athletics.
This is Rambler softball player Allie Palowitz on behalf of Midway Restoration Services, the presenting sponsor of Rambler softball. They are a family-owned business who have been serving all of Chicagoland for more than 35 years. They provide emergency restoration services for a variety of emergency situations, including water damage, fire, mold, and biohazards. Midway Restoration Services is the one call you need to make to help manage the cleanup and restoration for your home or business. Call them 24/7, 365 at 312-226-1101 or visit them at midwayrestoration.com.
Be sure to visit Candlelight Chicago, Firehouse Grill, or Streeter's Tavern. The next time the Ramblers are on the road, Wednesday, February 18th. Start a 2-game road trip that day. We'll be in the Bronx for a matchup with Fordham before going on to a game at St. Joseph's. Each is located close to the downtown or lakeshore campuses. Features delicious food options and beverage specials during Ramblers away games. All away games this season can be viewed at any of these locations as they are the men's basketball away game watch party sponsors. And you're going to want to make note that Pippin's Tavern is closed for remodeling right now through the month of February. They will open up back up in March. So you can check out Streeter's Tavern and, of course, Candlelight and Firehouse. Good spots to go to, whether or not it's game day or not. With 2:39 left to go in this one, it's Davidson 78, Loyola 60. Wildcats about to have a 2 shots for their freshman R.J. Greer. And it's just a game that Loyola, I don't remember exactly the first time around the Loyola was in it, let's say, but not for long if they were. Here today, basically just never in the game. Down 5-0 and then 14-4. And from that point, the game was in double figures the rest of the way. And the lead has been as many as, it was 18 at halftime, as many as 24 here in the second half. And just Ramblers never got out of the starting blocks, to use a track and field reference, although it's the Winter Olympics, not the Summer Olympics, but still works. There's indoor track going on right now. R.J. Greer at the line. They don't do indoor track and field at the Olympics, right, in the winter? They just do outdoor, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they could, because... And Greer makes both. 2:38 to go, 80-60. Tavares near half court. Reese, Glasgow over half court gets the pass. Glasgow now has played a career-high 24 minutes today after playing a career-high 23. Oh, away from the ball. Tavares gets knocked down. Glasgow takes the opportunity to drive, score, and get fouled. And Daniil Glasgow is 1 point away from his second career double-figure game. And I make this note that his career high was 11 points against Eureka last year.
Oh, yeah, I remember that game.
Division III.
Yeah, he was locked and loaded the whole game. Every time he touched it, he's looking to get his field goal attempts up. I respect it.
And the free throw, too strong. So he stays at 9 points. 9 points in 24 minutes, 4 of 6 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Got the start in the second half, and who knows? He might get his first start overall next week. Just the way that he's played the last couple of games. Three-pointer was missed by the Wildcats. Ramblers get the rebound into the front court with Reese to Tavares. Now Danny here on the left wing. Passes to Richardson topside. Richardson looks to his right. Reese comes around to get the handoff. Reese down the left side, lost his footing, and then gets the ball taken away. He just slipped down. Here comes Blooms. They're going to do an alley-oop, and they lay it up and in with Joseph, or Roberts.
It's good to see. We can try to get a post touch here.
It was Joseph, yeah, 82-62. We had 20 left, 82-62.
Well, now that was a play call. We messed it up. Travel.
Tavares. Oh, nice pass. Down low. Richardson dunks it. Fans here are chanting, "We want Brock." They want Brock Matheny to be checking into the game, but Davidson, North Carolina native out of Burlington Christian Academy, but he is not at the table just yet. 52 seconds left. R.J. Greer misses a three. Offensive. J.Q. Roberts had a lay-in, and somehow the ball spun around the rim, like underneath like in the net somehow, and still popped out. But they got another putback. 84-64. Richardson, dunk attempt blocked, got it back, goes up, and the officials aren't going to call anything now. And this might be one of those games that doesn't have the final media timeout. Neither team has called a timeout here in the second half. And so television is going to be denied their 3 minutes of commercials. Well, they might just make it up with their postgame. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second difference, 9 seconds left. And the fans will not get Brock in the game. Davidson will take a shot clock violation right now with 1.6 seconds left. And that'll wrap it up as the buzzer sounds. 84-64. Davidson gets the victory, and they basically go coast to coast on this one.